everyone. Welcome to Inside the TMC Family. I'm Faith Howard-Mooney from TMC, and I have with me today Rob Henger from First Bank. He is the SVP and Director of Mortgage Banking. Thanks for doing this for us, Rob.
Hey, it's good to see you, Faith. Tell Ed I said hello, by the way.
I will. He'll be excited to see you the next time that we can get back together for sure. Rob, people listening to this, Rob is somebody who always has great stories, or at least that's how I think of you. So I'm kind of excited to ask you a couple of questions today and hear your answers. So
normally when you're asking me questions, we're at an event and I've probably been drinking, so that may have some impact on my story. So we'll see how today works.
Maybe we'll have to grab one then at some point in time soon.
Exactly.
Share with us what your first job ever was.
Wow. So, all right. So I'll bounce around a little bit on you. So the first one I remember when I was like 6, I wanted to buy a little rubber ball kit, like make your own rubber balls. And my parents would not give me the $9 to do it. So I started doing newspapers, which I'm sure everybody listening to this who's under the age of 30 probably wants to know what a newspaper is, let alone that at some point in time, at 6, 7, 8 years old, I got up at 6 in the morning. They dumped about 40 newspapers on my front porch. I put them in a bag, and then I walked around the neighborhood at 6 o'clock in the morning, chucking newspapers on front porches. And I think I made like $5 a week. So that would be my first job. I will say another entertaining one would be my last job before the mortgage business. So out of college, figuring out what I want to do with life, I answered a blind ad for a sales job, and it was for Matchmaker International Dating Services. So in like 1991 or 92, I was a matchmaker dating person for about a year. It was hilarious. I learned a ton about people, had a lot of fun. And ironically, so I got in the mortgage business. One of the people that I signed up and made, whatever, owned a mortgage company. And here it is 31 years later and in the mortgage business. So
oh my gosh.
Long-winded answer. Sorry, Faith.
I think that is the best answer I've heard yet. And it's also the best answer of the next question on what did you get into the industry?
Oh, I probably should have checked your questions before I answered them. So yeah, I mean, obviously, I will say that getting into the mortgage business was completely by accident. And ironically, I was dating her daughter at the time, which is even more a little awkward. But so I dated Jay's daughter, Kelly. I got into the mortgage business, and the thing I remember most is like literally the first day she said, "Okay, we're busy. Rates just went from 9 to 8. Everybody's refinancing. I don't have really time to help you right now. Realtors love donuts.
Okay.
I will see you later." And that was the wonderful orientation into mortgage banking for me way long ago.
So that was your whole training. Realtors love donuts.
That's it. That's it. I wasn't too deep back then, not at all.
Oh, I know. It was a different world then. On top of 8 and 9%, it's like, just think about how that would play out now.
Yep.
Is very, very interesting. Going back to kind of that time frame, is there one thing that like is just super clear to you now that you just wish you would have known back then about working in the industry?
I could kind of joke and just say ignorance is bliss. I mean, to some degree, you really, if you really knew everything about the mortgage business, you may not want to do it. I mean, it is not easy. You have to have a certain character, personality, profile to be willing to work in this business. It's awesome to be able to help people, improve the quality of their life and really make a meaningful impact. I love that part of the business, but you got to deal with some craziness, and that's just part of it. So I'm blessed. After 30 years, I still love it. It can be chaos.
Yep, it can. I always say it's in your blood. You're either going to love it and you're going to be in it forever, or you're going to find out pretty early on that maybe it's not your thing to do.
We have a saying at our shop, the mortgage business is either in your blood or it'll chew you up and spit you out. One or the other.
Like that.
Yep.
If you weren't in mortgage banking, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't in mortgage banking, what would I be doing? Man, I don't know if I'm qualified to do anything. I'd have to consult my wife on that. And I'm guessing she would probably tell you I'm a better mortgage banker than anything. What would I be doing? I guess if there were zero obstacles and I could just dare to dream, I still ride motorcycles, motocross in the woods. I got some friends that have some 18, 19-year-old boys, and I try to chase them, which I probably shouldn't be doing. But if I could just magically have enough money and just ride dirt bikes and compete and, you know, go to California and go to Baja, that would be just awesome. So that doesn't qualify really as a career,
Sure.
but it would be what I'd like to do.
Yeah, that's sure it does. I would have never known that about you. I would have thought you would have said something maybe related to hunting or
Yeah. Well, hey, let's put it this way. I would. So duck season is like December 1st to like February 1st. It's too cold to ride motorcycles then. So we would definitely have to take that time off to go duck hunting. But spring and fall, riding the bike.
You're going to do the combination deal. Good.
There you
planning.
go.
Good planning on your part. I'm curious. So last question. This has been super, super easy, super fun. And I just can't wait to hear this because I can only imagine you as a child. And you've already told us that, you know, at 6, you were motivated enough to go out and be delivering papers really early in the morning. Who had the most influence on you as a child?
You know, and prepared for it. You know, I'm going to give you a little bit of a cop-out answer. I'm very blessed. Both of my parents are still with me. My father's 80, my mom is about 76, and they both had a major impact in my life. My mother is more the blunt, straight to the point sales. You know, you get what you get out of life. You get what you put in it. My father was a hospital manager, hospital administrator. His diplomacy and his communication, his kindness, his heart, his leadership is just second to none. He's a very devout Catholic, very much involved in the Catholic Church. He's written a book. So I'm really just blessed. I mean, really just beyond belief to have, you know, at this point in my life, still have both of those folks here and have given me and shaped so much of who I am today. At this point in my life, I could probably appreciate that. If you would ask me that question 25 years ago, I'm not sure I would have given you the same answer. I was probably happy to get out of the house and be my own person. But today I'm proud of what they did and how they shaped me. And I'm far from perfect, but I'm proud of who I am, and I'm proud of my parents.
Those characteristics that you mentioned of both of them, I can see some of both of them in they're all good. It has been a pleasure. It always is. I always enjoy talking with you. We appreciate you for everything that you do to contribute to the other people in the or in TMC. You definitely have someone you've had a large impact on a lot of people through your participation. So we really appreciate you.
Well,
and I
look forward
to seeing you soon.
Take care, Faith. I appreciate it.